200 years ago, in the small hamlet of Nantgarw in South Wales, William Billingsley created the finest and most beautiful porcelain the world has ever seen. But after only 4 years of production, the secret recipe for this incredible but fragile porcelain was lost. We now need your help to recreate and start making new work from this exceptional porcelain.
It is a miraculously wonderful thing. I've always admired the work of Nantgarw. I think it's the finest porcelain made in the world. It is one of the masterpieces of this country, and a factory there struggled against all the odds to produce this marvellous porcelain body.
Croeso I Grochendi Nantgarw, un o ffatrïoedd porcelain hanesyddol ola yn y Sir Prydain. Nantgarw Chinaworks opened in 1813. It was in an ideal location with easy access to coal for firing the kilns, abundant local labour, and it was next to the Glamorganshire Canal, which was used for bringing in raw materials and for transporting the finished goods to Cardiff docks and on to London for decoration. William Billingsley developed his porcelain recipe here in the cellar of the house, using bone ash, sand, china clay, and a selection of ingredients known only to himself. The porcelain was moulded into plates, dishes and tureens before being fired for the first time in the bottle kilns, then glazed and fired again. But there were problems. Firing this incredibly fragile and delicate porcelain was fraught with difficulties. The porcelain collapsed, slumped, distorted, and fell to pieces in the kiln, and up to 90% of the products of firing could be lost. But what remained was incredibly white and incredibly fine, and it was absolutely translucent.
Everybody who painted on china wanted to decorate it, but of course there was not a great deal of it available because the losses were enormous in the kilns. But when it did come off, the work was absolutely gorgeous.
Despite the demand for the porcelain, the high failure rate and manufacturing cost hit the factory hard, and production only continued for 4 years. Just a few years later, William Billingsley was dead and his secret recipe lost. Now, 200 years later, we want to try and recreate Nantgarw porcelain and see if we can overcome the firing difficulties which plagued the original Chinaworks. We need your help to raise £15,000 to help us research and develop this new Nantgarw porcelain. We will be using the original ingredients but modern kilns and technology to reduce the failure rate. An experienced team of specialists will work alongside our artists in residence to make the porcelain body, then mould, fire and decorate the porcelain in the very same premises used by William Billingsley 200 years ago. In the future, we hope to commission new contemporary designs from the porcelain and to encourage artists, makers and designers to explore working with this exciting new material. Selling a selection of this new work in the museum shop will contribute to the long-term sustainability of the Chinaworks. We have some wonderful and unique rewards for those donating, including the opportunity of acquiring one of the very first new pieces from the kiln. So please do give generously and help us achieve our dreams of putting Nantgarw back where it belongs, at the forefront of porcelain design and manufacture. Diolch o galon I chi am eich cefnogaeth.